course, Rashid McDonald. How well might he do, Coach?
Well, he's been surprising a lot of us. Bruce is an insider, so Bruce knows what's going on. But he's definitely competing, and he's passing the eye test. He's giving a max effort, and he's timing his race very well, and that is reflected in the performance. And in the finals, he's sandwiched by the Africans, who are doing very well. Botswana behind him, and Nene outside of him, lane 6. It's going to be a race. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to see who is brave enough to just take the pace out and who will survive coming home.
Bruce, remind me what you said about Rashid. I think you said it was good that he never had the qualifying time early. I think that's what you said. So tell me.
Sure. At the national championships, the requirement to automatically qualify for the World Championships is to run 44.85. Rashid McDonald, 10 meters, 20 meters before the finish line, puts his finger on his mouth, slows down, and runs 44.89, 0.04 of a second, missing the automatic standard, and being really berated by many, many people, me included, for not just running through the line, getting the automatic standard so he can focus on the World Champs. That ended up being a good thing, because here at the World Championships, having learned that painful lesson, he ran through the line, set a new season's best in the heats, 44.38, ran through the line and qualified for the final second with an automatic place, 44.04, less than a tenth of a second off of his national record. All of that is paying big dividends if he can repeat, and we'll find that out tomorrow. However, the 400-meter finals has 5 men who have sub-44 PBs. 5, that's big. Sub-44 is crazy. 5 men have already done it. What's also very interesting, and I think David Ryder was going to refer to this, of the participants, 3 are from Botswana, 1 from South Africa, and then we have the Jamaican, the Trini, the Japanese, and a U.S. athlete. So, but 3 from one country, Botswana, that's a big deal.
Did you have a medal for Jamaica in this race?
I think I did. I'm not sure. No. It was. I was hoping.
There's either Bovell McPherson, Delana Kennedy, or
No, I didn't. I didn't. But what I like is that in where the event has gone in terms of how fast these guys are running. Last year we saw in Paris where you run 43, you're not on the podium. That's what it's looking like again. And for both races, where, in the women, we're on world record watch, I'm declaring that. And we have our national record holders representing us in both. So in a race that's possibly going to be another historic event, we have our best people there.
Bruce, again, all things being equal, what time does he need to run to medal?
You have to go sub-44. That's why I mentioned that there are 5 men in this race who have done sub-44, which is really, really fast. That's not average. The world record is still 43.03 by Wade Van Niekerk, who's actually at these World Championships running 200 meters. But sub-44 is required. The danger, since 5 men have already done it, is do you run sub-44 and not get a medal?
All right, so that comes up the second to last event. I think I'm the only person in the world that's a second to last. Everybody said penultimate. I know it, I know what it means. All right, let's go. It's the penultimate race tomorrow morning. But the final race, Coach, Nikisha Pryce, 400.
Yeah, it looks like not only Daniel is on world record watch, but the whole world, because the order, normally the female race would be the second to last race and then the male race, but they flipped it. I guess they're expecting a very fast time for this race. But Nikisha is in lane 2 on the inside. It's a little difficult to race from that lane. We've not seen many medals earned from the lane 2, but she has everybody in front of her, and it's for her to be disciplined, stick to her race plan. The good thing is that she's quick and she runs an aggressive first 200, so she might, be right in the mix going into the turn, and that might work for her. But if she's in the outside lanes are a lot gentler, easier to run in than the inside lane, which is a little tighter.
So when you say they flip it, them just decide so them can't run them on.
No, but they've been doing creative stuff like this. I mean, remember
What's creative about this?
Well, ending the World Championship with a 4x100 meter relay, anticipating that Jamaica would break the world record.
I meant flipping the 400.
Yeah, well, I mean, they just do whatever they feel like. It's their meat.
What does she need to do
Wait.
get on the podium.
Let's get the facts out there. If you think the men's 400 is hot, the women's 400 is even hotter. We have the third fastest woman in history, NASA, the fourth fastest woman in history in the form of Paulino, the seventh fastest woman in history in the person of Sydney McLaughlin-Levrone, and the ninth fastest woman in history, Nikisha Pryce of Jamaica. That's a big deal. 4 of the 9 fastest women who have ever run the 400 meters are all in this race in the final. That's even hotter than the men who have 5 sub-44 minutes. With that said, the world record, only 2 women have ever gone sub-48 in the history of the sport. That's the world record holder, Cock, at 47.60 and 47.99 by Crack Jackalover, who is also the 800-meter world record holder. With that said, Daniel wants to tell us that 48.29 Sydney McLaughlin, who has only done that time 2 days ago, the first time she ever did that, she couldn't break 48.70 before, which was Sanya Richards' time, is suddenly going to run 47.60 or faster and break the world record. Daniel, is it going to happen?
I definitely think she literally jogged that 48.29.
1, 2, 3.
Sydney wins.
With a new world record.
With a new world record. Paulino gets the bronze.
The bronze.
Yes.
When you jump past the silver.
She's going to tell you who is the silver medal winner.
And I think Salwa will. I think we might see
NASA.
someone step up outside of Salwa.
Coach,
Oh.
1, 2, 3.
I think Sydney, NASA, and Paulino.
Yeah, that's what the numbers say. The money shows just that. NASA has 48.14 as her PB, but she said that in 2019 when she became world champion. Paulina is a world champion, the most recent world and Olympic champion. She has done 48.17. Yeah, I think the money would say Sydney looks easiest and wins. I don't know that she breaks 47.60. If she does, that would be quite a rock in the world. But 4 of the 9 fastest women in history in one race, that's a big deal.
But again, you're really not seeing a medal in either of these races for Jamaica. Really.
Well,
anything can happen.
say that
We're praying people. So.
But
Price is still my dark horse in this event. Okay. So, you know, I was...
And McDonald might scare the whole field.
But never, you like love to repeat, you know, that's why we run the races. Anything can happen. People can get hurt.
Yep.
Last year when Antonio Watson won, last World Championships, when Antonio Watson won the 400, Stephen Gardner, who has run 43 plus, he pulled up in the race. Things can happen, and I'm not wishing any harm for Sydney or NASA or Paulino, but people can get hurt, people can false start, even though it looks like it's really, really hard to false start at this meet.